If you've ever loved a pet, or experienced the kind of friendship that goes beyond words, this video is going to mean something special to you. We're about to explore a masterpiece that captures the purest form of loyalty ever put to canvas. When you first look at Requiescat by Briton Rivière, your eyes are immediately drawn to the central figures. But there's so much more happening in this carefully composed scene. The knight rests on a bed draped with rich blue cloth adorned with delicate floral patterns, a detail that speaks volumes about Victorian artistic sensibilities and medieval romanticism. His armor, meticulously rendered by Rivière, reflects the light in a way that suggests both the knight's former glory and the stillness of his current state. But it's the bloodhound that truly anchors the emotional weight of the painting. The dog's posture is a masterclass in animal anatomy, something Rivière was famous for, but it's the expression in those eyes that tells the real story. There is a mixture of devotion, confusion, and sorrow that any pet owner will instantly recognize. The dog's gaze is fixed unwaveringly on the knight's face, which bears a wreath symbolizing his passing. This simple detail transforms the scene from mere representation to profound meditation on loyalty and loss. The composition itself is a testament to Rivière's artistic genius. The horizontal lines of the bed create a sense of peace and eternal rest, while the vertical presence of the vigilant dog introduces an element of active devotion that continues beyond death. The lighting in the painting is subtle but crucial. It's neither the harsh light of day nor the complete darkness of night, but rather a muted illumination that suggests a liminal space between life and death, between earthly bonds and eternal rest. Look closely at how Rivière uses color to guide our emotional response. The blue of the bedding isn't just decorative, it creates a sense of serenity while also suggesting nobility. The knight's armor, though metallic, carries warm undertones that make him appear more human than warrior. And the bloodhound's rich brown coat provides a natural, earthy contrast to these more formal elements, reinforcing its role as a bridge between the human and natural worlds. To truly appreciate Requiescat, we need to understand the world in which it was created. The late Victorian era was a fascinating time of contrasts. Rapid industrialization existed alongside a romantic longing for a more chivalrous past. This painting, created in 1888, perfectly encapsulates that Victorian fascination with medieval themes and their deep appreciation for emotional narratives in art. Briton Rivière himself was known as the animal painter, but that title barely scratches the surface of his talents. In Requiescat, he wasn't just painting a dog and its deceased master. He was commenting on the nature of loyalty, love, and loss in a way that resonated deeply with the Victorian audiences and continues to move viewers today. The medieval setting wasn't chosen randomly. The Victorian era saw a revival of interest in medieval themes, known as the Gothic Revival, which influenced everything from architecture to literature. By placing this scene in a medieval context, Rivière tapped into this cultural current while also creating a sense of timelessness. After all, the bond between humans and their animal companions is something that transcends any particular historical period. The painting's reception when it was first exhibited at the Royal Academy of Arts in London tells us much about its impact. It struck a chord with viewers who saw in it not just technical mastery, but a profound truth about the nature of loyalty and love. The painting's subsequent showings at international exhibitions, including the World's Columbian Exposition in Chicago, helped spread its message globally and cement its place in art history. What makes Requiescat particularly fascinating is its rich layer of symbolism, all working together to convey its powerful message about loyalty. The title itself, meaning "May he rest" in Latin, carries religious undertones that would have been immediately apparent to Victorian viewers. It's part of the longer phrase Requiescat in pace, rest in peace. But by using just the single word, Rivière shifts our focus from the peace of death to the act active remaining, of keeping vigil. The wreath adorning the knight's head is another masterful touch of symbolism. In classical tradition, wreaths could signify either victory or death, and here Rivière plays with both meanings. The knight may have fallen, but there's a sense that his life was victorious in earning such devoted loyalty. The armor, though quietly gleaming, suggests both the knight's former active life and the shell that remains, a poignant reminder that death takes even the mightiest warriors. But it's in the bloodhound that we find the most powerful symbolism. Known for their keen sense of smell and unwavering tracking abilities, bloodhounds were prized for their loyalty and determination. By choosing this specific breed, Rivière adds another layer of meaning to the scene. The dog's famous tracking abilities are now focused on maintaining a different kind of connection, one that transcends physical death. The painting's composition itself speaks volumes about loyalty. The dog sits at eye level with the knight's face, suggesting an equality in their relationship that would have been quite progressive for the time. This positioning also creates a diagonal line that draws our eye back and forth between the two figures, reinforcing their connection even in death. Why does Requiescat continue to resonate with viewers today, more than 130 years after its creation? Perhaps because in our fast-paced, often disconnected modern world, the idea of unwavering loyalty has become even more precious. The painting speaks to something fundamental in human nature, our desire for deep, meaningful connections that transcend ordinary boundaries. Looking at Requiescat today, we're reminded that some experiences are universal and timeless. The love between a human and their faithful companion, the pain of loss, the beauty of unwavering loyalty. These themes resonate as strongly now as they did in Rivière's time. Perhaps that's the true genius of the painting. It doesn't just show us a scene from the past. It reflects something eternal about the human experience and the bonds we forge with those we love. You know, every time I look at this painting, I notice something new. Another detail, another layer of meaning that adds to its power. But what I really want to know is what you see in it. What does loyalty mean to you? How has this painting changed your perspective? And if you're fascinated by the hidden meanings and stories behind great artworks like this one, you won't want to miss what's coming next. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications by clicking the bell icon. I'll be exploring more amazing artworks that challenge how we see the world, just like this one. Each piece tells a unique story, and I'd love to uncover their mysteries together with you.